Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Hope you all are doing well, having a great day, great week so far. So just remember, this is male Shepard, Adept, Renegade and Paragon bars are full, but playing mostly Paragon, not Renegade. Also, the poll is still up for romancing Miranda subject 0 or no one. I haven't progressed to where it's actually not valid anymore. And then last time we got Grunt, we opened the pod. It was an interesting encounter. So going to Omega this time. As you see here in your journal, you've got well, three, but the one's a DLC, but 2 dossiers left. And Kusumi's mission, and then stop the collectors. So, but before that, I'm just going to scan this planet, just so you can hear when you get the stuff for the first time, where Edie says that.
Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Okay, and as you can see, this one is reach. And then you can also hear what iridium is.
Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Okay, there's not. I'll see if I get element 0, but I don't know if this planet has it.
Probe launched.
So I just go up and down and.
Probe away.
Oh, there's the one with a lot.
Launching probe.
And I just go till it's good. Okay, let's go refill the probes. And we go to Omega. Okay, I think I'm going to take Jack and Miranda. Oh yeah, let's upgrade Shockwave. And then she's got 4, so let's go for the Cerberus Officer. I'm gonna take the one that increases squad health. Hey, Jack has, yeah, still the same weapons.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Aria waiting. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Okie dokie. Cool. So we've got journal. Talk to Aria. Codex.
Known originally an asteroid rich in element 0, Omega was briefly mined by the Protheans, who eventually abandoned it due to its thick, impenetrable crust. Thousands of years later, nature did what even the Protheans could not. A collision with another asteroid broke Omega in half, exposing its trove of element 0 for easy mining. A rush ensued as corporations and private individuals tried to strike it rich on Omega, and thieves and outlaws followed in their wake. As space became tight, construction of processing facilities extended vertically from the asteroid, creating Omega's jellyfish-like silhouette. To prevent future collisions, the station is ringed with enormous mass-effect field generators that redirect incoming debris. Today, Omega is a major hub of narcotics, weapons, and EZO trafficking, without even a pretense of civilian government or military control. Only mercenary groups have been able to instill a limited order. The most ruthless is an Asari syndicate run by the notorious Aria T'Loak.
Okay, cool. That's it. I do have to admit, I really like that scene when the Normandy flies in here. I think it's well done. It looks pretty cool. But you can, on the PlayStation, you can just press X to skip it after you've seen it the first time. And then also there is the mercenary we need to get, our next pickup.
Please.
Shut it.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
So yes, his voice actor is pretty famous. It's Robin Sash, I think his name is. But unfortunately he died more or less just after completing his voice acting on the Mass Effect series, which is unfortunate. And I think it kind of looks like him as well. So let's continue with the conversation.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Money talks.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Bring him in alive rates. Okay.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
There's always a catch.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
We can do that.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
He is a character. So codex. Okay, there you can read about it again. Not a whole lot. And journal. And then we've got his okay, so you've got these areas now, these view areas, and sometimes they do, the other person does say something, but I unfortunately have no idea who responds to whose things.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
And I am gonna keep Arya waiting.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
And that's one thing about this game is you can actually like just
You've let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
Uncaring. They were VIPs.
just run
You
over.
even see me over here? Don't you know who I am?
Matter of factly. No. Get in line.
Run back and forth.
Look, I'll pay you. I'm prepared to offer you 50 credits.
With apparent interest. Double it.
Okay, 100 credits.
Amused. Double it.
200 credits?
Assertively. No. Get back in line.
That is actually funny.
I've had enough of this. Let me inside or I'll smash that smelly ass you call a face.
With barely constrained menace. Try it.
Whatever. I don't want to go in there anyway.
Yeah, I think that's all of that. Funny.
Members of society, the study, sponsored by Genera Staffing Services, promises to redefine the way we look at the fortunate who clog our walkways. Could that vagrant someday become an asset?
And you can listen
Explorer ships have reported
to
seeing
those
vessels
things
of an
talking.
unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles pledged a full investigation. Charles
Like-
Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing.
We talked to him in the first one.
Data Manufacturing has opened offices all over the Sincalar cluster and beyond, preparing to drive civilization into the unconquered reaches of the abyss. Only the bravest, most qualified, and most dedicated people will survive in the harsh reaches of the most untamed sector of the galaxy. If you're that type of person, apply to Data Manufacturing
And I
and look into the abyss.
don't really like this prophet.
Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. And you, human, and you.
Lovely. Okay. I should have actually gone through the other door.
Conquer it, one piece at a time, with Nalinox. Reference is essential. Not hiring snipers or artillery storm mail carriers. Nalinox may not be looking for experienced or assertive individuals.
Flesh.
The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to
Human.
membership.
Tell Captain Gabon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavin. Why would I tell him anything?
We not trust you. Tell Gabon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gabon's fox get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks. We leave.
Okay, so that's a new race, and man, they've got needle sharp teeth. Let's see, no, they're not in the codex. Okay, so I would have probably gone through this door actually. As you see there, there's the, so it's just, there's the other one, so I would have gone through this one first. Okay, here's the stores, how they work in this one.
The commander's family was killed in a slaver attack, but Shepard has maintained ties to the colony.
That's good to know.
Commander Shepard
And then,
covered Saren's plan, defeated the Ith army.
so the big thing is, with this one, like I say, because you've got a certain amount of money, it is, it's best if you realize that with every store there is almost a way to get a discount. So before you buy anything, get the discount. So let's talk to this guy.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I'm gonna try good for you. Oh no, maybe we can cut a deal. See, there's where you can get the prices.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
Okay, you can offer to pay like you see there, but don't do it until, if you really want to, but don't do it until you've talked to Harrod.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. Thank you.
Journals, and now we've got Paragon Carrie-Anne and talk to her. You can look at his store. So I say it does give you the discount already. Okay, heavy weapon ammo. Like I say, I need it for research, so I want it. But like I say there, 25,000 just for that.
This looks interesting.
Okay, here's the tubes you need for the engineers, but I'm not buying it yet. Let's get the Maddock and heavy skin weave.
I'll take it.
And shotgun damage. I'll keep this for later. I'm not a huge fan of it. I actually like how it looks, but not a huge fan of how it fires. And you actually have to hold in the button, so I'm not sure if the AI does that. Okay, so here you can talk to Jack.
Big selection of illegal shit. You could thrive here if you're strong and ruthless. I like it.
For care and training. Alenko, a graduate of the controversial biotic acclimation and temperance training project, sacrificed his life to help stop Saren on Vermeer.
Okay, here is just all the stories what happen in one. So like I say, remember, talk to them and get the discount.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Also, the other thing is if you still need to get your Paragon or Renegade up, this is a great way, because you get like 20 points or something for everyone who does this, or 5 or whatever. It's a lot, especially there's a few stores on every planet that you can go land on.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Okay, so this is if you want to buy armor. There's a model Turian cruiser. Yeah, let's get it. Okay, and there's even alien porn if you want it. Helmet. And there's the Dragon Age armor, which I think looks really cool. Just once again, the helmet is always on. You can get it to remove it in settings when you like speak, but it's like it's on and then all of a sudden it's off, so it's just weird for me. So if you could like remove the helmet or not have it on all the time, I would probably wear this, especially on the female. It looks really cool on female Shepard. Okay, so let's just buy that and sniper rifle damage.
We can use this.
I'll buy the armor and stuff later, show you how it looks. Codex. So there's your publications, and there's that. You can pause and read it if you want. And ships and vehicles. And you can just pause and read this again. Okay, so here's Harriet.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Okay, I don't know why they felt they had to give him a cigar, but it looks ridiculous in my opinion. Good work with that Quarian. That is ridiculous. Let's talk about the Quarian.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarrian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
Just shut the Quarian down. These renegades are insane.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
But see, the Paragon even is sometimes pretty rough. So what do you have here is just the same, but I love that contained, barely contained fear.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
So see, he gives you a discount there as well because of that, and unfortunately it does not stack with the Quarians. So there's another model ship. Let's get it. So if you struggle with the hacking, you can buy this, but like I said, it's not really worth it. So it's suggested to not spend your money on it, but like I said, if you really struggle with it, then you can buy this. It just increases the time. There's some armor and a heavy weapon. Like it almost fires like a black hole. A mini black hole. So this is just another entrance into Omega, or not Omega, Afterlife. Some hopping music. Okay, I'll go in there later. There's a dancer again if you want to watch. And there's dancers as well. And here is if you want to dance. Shepard's dancing has not improved. Couldn't Project Lazarus have done something about that? Okay, you want to talk to this one if you want a side quest.
Shepard, are you all right?
What happened?
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
At least it's not that Shepard can't handle his drink.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
And like I said, I'm going for the Renegade. There's a few of them that I'm going to choose.
I think I'll go give that bartender a taste of his own medicine.
He won't be expecting you. That's for sure. Give that Batarian bastard what he deserves.
Okay, so then we just go back in. Just go talk to the bartender again.
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
You can choose any of these. I like the inside crowd one. The make him drink it is just you give him the poison.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Carrie-Anne? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forman.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the porch.
Not taking any chances.
Awesome. If you want, you can see a journal. So I've already completed now. Lucky you can see here, so you can read there, and then you can just confront him. There's a signing. Oh, I have to go talk to him. So let's do that quickly while I'm on my way out.
Biomedical firm Certa Foundation is reporting a medical breakthrough against a new strain of interspecies influenza. The development comes as a result of samples contaminated during a biotic attack on their research center 2 years ago. Fortunately, there were few...
I heard you spoke to Harrod. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
defeated the Geth army and died in the final days of the fight.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Witnesses report seeing him alive.
Okay, you can still talk to him. You could say, like, I could pay your way. I'll do that at another
Please
stage.
check with my
Sorry.
kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Okay, so here's that Gavin that the Vorcha was talking about.
Captain Gavorn, head of the Vorcha Task Force. Got something to report?
What's your job here exactly?
Keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Aria's sight. That's about it.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
I'll just be going.
Keep moving.
He sounds friendly.
Go on in. Ari's expecting you.
Okay, then you can just talk to these. I don't really understand this, but it's if you want Renegade or Paragon points, here you go.
What are you looking at?
So like I say, Paragon, careful, a dead man.
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
Acting all tough and then he runs. The guy says, I don't really understand that interaction. It's cool and funny, but yeah. And for some reason that took the music away.
Just one more.
Okay, so we can look around. If you see over there, there's the brandy you need. You can also get it on the Citadel. Order a drink. And you can order another, but walk away. But this place looks awesome. Just look at this.
Anybody here seen my kid?
Anybody here seen my kid?
I'm busy.
Okay, so we can just talk to these two.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
I can't even talk to that one. So just before we go talk to her, just down here, this is how you get to the bottom level if you want. But if you remember, Helena Blake.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
I told you to straighten up.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above? I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
Oh, you can say both. Haha.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Okay, I just want to see if I can get the sound back.
Don't look at me like that.
Because this is annoying. But that's one of the things that I love about Mass Effect is how you run into people and actually what you did you can see from the previous game and stuff. And there we can go journal. Okay, there it's back. So just load it. That is pretty annoying.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Aria.
I do like this. I have similar rules, but I don't really like her response for that. But I do like her. She looks really cool, and I like her attitude as well.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
So just for interest sakes, and you can laugh at me, I actually just figured it or heard it like this year or end of last year. I didn't know it before, and it might be one of the reasons why I like Aria so much. Her voice actor is Carrie-Anne Moss, so Trinity from The Matrix. And like I says, I liked her voice, I just never registered it. So it just makes her more cool for me. At the moment I'm going to leave the investigator alone. There's some of them that, like, as you do stuff for her, she's going to get better responses, that you're kind of like her friend or something.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Sounds perfect.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
That could be our way in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Well, that sounds like everyone.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I'm just gonna do this one again quickly.
Which merc groups are after
Blue Suns. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together.
So as you see, it
But
gives
one
that
thing they
one
hate
there.
more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Practical.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
And then we can ask about Morden.
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Okay, so we've got journal. And I'm quickly just gonna talk to her again and go with Archangel just to show you something.
What do you need?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You might have luck going in. They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
And then just gonna say thanks.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
And then I should have something now.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
So it depends which one you talked last about. If you go out, then she's got something to say. So I just thought I'd show you that. So it's this recruiter right over here. Now, just for interest sakes, the female Shepard actually has a chance here to get more renegade points than the male Shepard.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside?
He's talkative.
You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
So with the female Shepard, when you walk in here with that line, he's like, you're in the wrong place, lady. The strippers are this way or something. And then you've got a chance to pull the renegade prompt and like take out your gun, and then he says more or less that line now.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's where we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Okay, so I think with this one ends it, so just be ready with the prompt afterwards.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
So if you want to, like, save his life, how old are you?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
You'll need to know more than that if you want to survive.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Just broke his pistol. Okay, but that is going to be it for this video. Also, I really like Omega. It is like a horrible place, but I like how they made it look and the people and their attitudes and stuff. So I think it's really cool. So next one, I'm going to start Archangel first, and then I'm going for the Professor last. But be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.